everyone. I'm Donna Bush with this CIG Television Special Parliament Report. On the days following the throne speech, policy statement and budget address, members of Parliament debated the budget. Today, we continue to highlight some of the key areas, starting with Parliamentary Secretary Heather Bodden, who continues work that is very near and dear to her, keeping the Cayman Islands clean for visitors and residents alike.
While the BTF does not have full-time employees, the cleanup of our islands, including the removal of derelict cars and eradication of all kinds of litter, has been a central element in our focus. Since being elected 2.5 years ago, I have been tasked with continuing the work I've been involved in all my life, and that is to ensure that we live in a clean and healthy environment. It was not an uncommon sight years ago, especially at this time of year, to see homes and gardens in our islands clean and tidy, with white sand yards and blooming fruit trees, and not a scrap of bulk waste in sight. Our roadways were no different. There was lush green with little to no trash lining the streets. Our beloved Cayman Islands is known as one of the most beautiful places in the Caribbean, and there was a sense of pride in keeping it that way. We are known throughout the Caribbean and throughout the world as the gem of the Caribbean.
Minister of Border Control, Labor and Culture, the Honorable Dwayne Seymour, talked about the many aspects of his ministry, including national pension plans.
We will be moving on national pensions as well. The Department of Labor and Pensions will commission actuarial studies of the health of all national pension plans, and armed with that report and with the recommendation from the National Pension Board, we can move ahead with the Select Committee on this House, Mr. Speaker. We also plan to bring amendments to the investment regulations and further amendments to the National Pensions Act. As a government minister with constitutional responsibility for pensions, I affirm that a robust national pension system is foundational to our nation's well-being. It ensures financial security in retirement, helps to bring dignity to our elders in their golden years, and symbolize a compassionate, forward-thinking society. Together, we build a secure future for our people. In addition, the Department of Labor and Pensions actively resolves individual disputes, enforces labor and pension laws, and conducts thorough investigations and inspections to address our non-compliance. We are committed to ensuring a fair and equitable labor for all Caymanians.
The new Minister of Sustainability and Climate Resiliency, the Honorable Catherine Ebanks-Wilkes, addressed the meaning of sustainability to the people.
Sustainability is one of those words that means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. The concept of sustainability that this government is talking about in the strategic policy statement is about balancing our economy, our society, and our environment, so we can ensure that the long-term success of our people, our institutions, and our islands are looked after. This, Mr. Speaker, is not only sustainability, but also sustainable economic growth. This is where we as a government look at creating programs to address our social ills, coupled with measuring the rate we choose to grow our economy, while simultaneously developing training programs to ensure that our people are not left behind.
Opposition leader, the Honorable Roy McTaggart, continued on the theme of sustainability, saying that while it is important for us to focus on growing the economy here on Grand Cayman, we must remember that the people of the sister islands should be growing their economy sustainably.
We must also consider that our people in the sister islands need to grow the Cayman Brac and Little Cayman economy sustainably. Achieving sustainable economic growth should be the top priority for any government in the Cayman Islands. I emphasize that such growth needs to be sustainable in two senses. First, economic growth must be balanced by social and environmental concerns. Growth must be achieved in ways that enable us to tackle, not exacerbate, social issues, and growth must respect the environmental constraints of a small island nation facing the threats of a global climate emergency. Secondly, growth needs to be sustainable in the long term. It should be built upon innovation and better productivity, and it should deliver benefits to all who participate in the economy.
And that wraps up another day of our highlights from the budget debates and our special Parliament report. We invite you to join us again tomorrow for continued highlights. Meantime, we encourage you to go online to the Cayman Islands government's YouTube channel to watch all of the Parliament proceedings. I'm Donna Bush. Have a wonderful night.